I'm honored today to be presenting the 2022 Dare County Employee of the Year. Dare County's employees are our #1 asset. They give it their all to make the county the best. Dare County would not be what it is if it wasn't for our employees who work tirelessly around the clock to provide for our residents and visitors. We are extremely fortunate to have 770 true gems. Congratulations to Telecommunicator Shift Supervisor Amy Elkins.
My name is Jack Scarborough. I'm a captain with the Dare County Sheriff's Office and Director of 911 for Dare, Hyde, and Terrell County.
It's a big honor and a privilege to be up here to give one of my staff the Employee of the Year for the county. She serves as a shift supervisor, so she's in charge of everything that happens in the room when she's working.
What sets Amy apart is the fact that she's always willing to help. She always comes out and assists in covering other shifts, and her positive attitude and her infectious sense of calm in any type of emergency or situation that she encounters while in the center.
She's always at work. She always fills in. She always helps. She always pitches in. If somebody's sick, she's the first one that'll come in and fill in.
During COVID, we had a lot of people that were out due to sicknesses and illnesses. We have to keep a certain number of people in there working at all times. And she was one that volunteered anytime there was an opening, anytime we needed help, 20 minutes before we needed somebody, and she always came in and helped, and she was always here. She volunteered to work on holidays and Thanksgiving and Christmas due to COVID vacancies, and the thing is once you volunteer for those holidays and work those, you're never going to get it back. She'll never get that time back with her family, and if something happens and she has to work the next Thanksgiving, that's another Thanksgiving loss. It's a very selfless act that all of our telecommunicators, especially Amy, does.
Her attitude is the best you can ever imagine. On January the 10th this year, we switched to a new computer-aided dispatch program, and it flipped their lives upside down. Everything they did for the last 22 years just got flipped upside down and they have to do it a different way.
The worst time in a telecommunicator's career was January the 10th, and she was happy. I don't understand it. When Amy was named Employee of the Year, it was very refreshing for us. The folks that work here, they're never seen. They're just a voice on the radio most of the time. This was a way for the rest of the county and for all the citizens to get a glimpse of not only what we do, but who the folks are on the end of the 911 call when you call 911.
I'm 100% grateful and thankful for everything she does for us. The stuff that she doesn't even know that she does. Just by her mere presence helps everything on the ship. So thank you.
As senior telecommunicator, that is a shift supervisor, so I supervise C shift. We answer 911 calls. We dispatch fire, police, and EMS for Dare, Terrell, and Hyde counties.
The 911 center in Dare County, Hyde, and Terrell were the first answering point for anyone with an emergency. We answer about 180,000 calls a year in this center.
I think it's important as a 911 dispatcher to be there when help is needed and to be able to send the appropriate resources. So for like EMS, for instance, we use a program called EMD, it's Emergency Medical Dispatch. So we ask, tell me exactly what's happened so that you can tell us exactly what the symptoms are or what the problem is. Then we have choices that we can choose from in the EMD program. So if you say you're having a stroke, we have a series of questions that we can go through to determine the time the stroke started and information such as that, so the responders know what equipment they need on the rig, they know how much time they have, how quickly you need to get to the hospital. It affects their response.
We dispatch or we alert for around 80 different agencies in 3 counties. It's most always busy with something going on in one county or the other.
I love the job. I love the responders that I work with. It gives you a sense of accomplishment knowing that you kept them safe, you had their back while they were out on the street, and you got them home safely. And it makes you feel good helping the public, knowing that you were there for them in their time of need. I would like for the public to know that we are here to help you. A lot of times we ask a lot of questions. It's not delaying help in any way, shape, or form. We are sending you help as we're asking these questions, but it's for the first responders so they have the best idea of what they need and what they're walking into on scene.
Just know that we're always here and we'll always answer at any time help is needed, that we're always just a phone call away.